Good morning class, grade 12 entrepreneurship. In today's class, we'll try to understand about the next element of 4P, that is the price. The first element being product and the second element being price. So before we elaborately learn about price, first thing you have to understand that price is the only element, second element which is the only element that generates revenue among the 4 P's of marketing, which is product, price, place, promotion. Price is the only element that generates revenue, right? It is the only area where you actually make money, right? So in this topic, for your syllabus, what is covered is they have generally given about the briefing of price, what is the meaning of price, and then they have gone with understanding the different pricing strategies, the different methodologies that are adopted in day-to-day businesses for pricing the product. Right. So before we start and elaborately learn, quick recap of whatever we did till the previous class. In the previous class, we completely finished learning about product. Right. So the first thing that we did was Aldi's case study in enterprise marketing. Then we went ahead with understanding SMART goals and SMART goals and goal setting process and marketing strategy. In that we told the 4 components of marketing strategy are product, price, place, promotion. And in product we have understood that the components are brands, logo and tagline, and then we have packaging and labeling. In yesterday's class we also saw about intellectual property rights. What are intellectual property rights? Those rights that are given to the creations of mind, protecting against piracy. Now in that we have 5 actually. What are they? We understood about your industrial design, patents, copyrights, trademark and trade secrets. I didn't elaborately explain trade secrets because you people are aware of what is trade secret. Trade secret is nothing but it is a provision or a right or a protection given to a person who is having a particular secret in order to enable his business function properly. Say for example the Coca-Cola formula, the formula for making Maggi masala. All those things are protected. They are referred to as trade secrets. They need not be disclosed. Right? Now we will get into understanding the methodology adopted for the next P of marketing, that is your price. What is price? Whenever there is a question, what is price? First thing that should come to your mind is value put to the product. The value that is put to a product is referred to as price. Now what is the next one that you have to be very aware of? It depends upon the cost of production. See, how do I set the price? Suppose the cost of manufacturing a product is 5 rupees. I cannot sell a product at 3 rupees because I will be at a loss of 2 rupees. Right? I will definitely be at a loss of 2 rupees. So thereby it is nothing but it all depends. How do you set the price for a product? How do you charge? How do you say that the MRP of a product is 100 rupees or 2000 rupees or 3000 rupees? How do you fix this price? This price is fixed on so many factors like your cost of production, your segment that you are targeting, slightly upper middle class or higher class or top end customers, which we refer to as clients. For those people you can charge a little higher, make a larger profit in that area. For products that are in demand, so there are so many products where the demand is more, the price can be a little higher because the number of customers that are asking are more but the production is less. Ability of the market, see, it depends upon the segment, whether the customer is willing to pay that much amount for your product if you fix it, how much are your competitors charging, what is the supply demand position, the segment that is being targeted, the demographic transitions involved in targeting the market. So many factors are involved in setting a price of a product, right? So price can be set depending upon the strategy that you adopt. What kind of strategy you are going to adopt, based on that the price will be set. Now the price, as I told you earlier, price is the only factor, only component of marketing where revenue is generated, where money is made. I told you that price, there are so many factors. First thing essentially you have to remember is it depends upon what strategy you are going to use for setting the price. The first one is cost plus pricing, the second one is penetrating pricing, the third one being creaming and scheming, and the fourth one being variable method price. Today I will be briefing about all the 4 methods, and in tomorrow's class we will elaborately look into each and every kind of method and its benefits and demerits. Now, first is cost plus method. Cost plus pricing method is very simple, students. Suppose cost plus pricing method only takes into consideration the manufacturing cost involved. It only considers the manufacturing cost. That simply means that the manufacturing cost involved alone I am considering. Suppose the cost of production is 5 rupees. With a reasonable profit of 3 rupees, I will set the price at 8 rupees. Very simple method. This is the most simplest method of setting prices. Cost plus pricing method. The cost is 5 rupees for me to manufacture, 3 rupees is my reasonable profit, and 8 rupees I am going to sell it in the market. Very simple method. The next kind of method that we are going to see is your penetrating pricing method. Penetrating pricing method, you can, first thing you should come to your mind is Patanjali. How did they enter the market? Jio. Jio is a classic example of penetrating pricing. Initially they keep the price very low, but for a longer period of time, after a certain period of time, they will hike the price. Initially the product is kept at a very low, assuming that the customer is a very price sensitive person, he will not pay that much for a product. Even though my cost of manufacturing is 5 rupees, I will be selling at 4 rupees, incurring a loss in the initial stage. That risk also I will take. Or I will sell it at break even, that is no profit, no loss. 5 I invest, 5 I am selling. You know why I am doing this? To eliminate the competition. Initially I want people to accept me, accept my product. So I am penetrating into their mind by keeping or charging the price very less. That is penetrating pricing. Then comes your creaming or skimming. Creaming or skimming is done only for top end products like your BMW, your Bosch products. They are very expensive. All expensive articles of luxury, or those articles that involve high level of technology, research, all those things are referred to as creaming and skimming, where the customer is charged over and above the cost. Very high, very expensive products they are. Cream products are very expensive products, and they do not target the mass audience because everybody can't afford. Only a certain sector. They don't manufacture in large, they manufacture in very less. So you can understand that Alto car may be sold, Santro may be sold in large volume because their cost is reasonably less and affordable by middle class. When we talk about BMW, very few are sold. Ferrari, very less. They are all come under the category of creaming and skimming. Next comes the variable price method. Variable price method is one strategy adopted by the entrepreneur where he thinks that he can charge differently. This you can commonly see in vegetable markets and local stores, where he charges different prices for different person. Initially when the market is open, they charge 5 rupees or 6 rupees or 20 rupees for tomatoes. But by the end of the day, when they want to shut down, at that time a customer comes, they give it away at a lesser price. It depends upon the customer. If the customer seem to be able to pay, he will charge more. They charge variably. These roadside sellers, these street vendors, majority of the chunk belong to that. They don't charge a fixed price for all customers. Their price depends upon the customer. If he feels that the customer is foolish enough to spend more money, he will make a fool out of him. That is referred to as variable pricing. Clear? So these are all elaborately we will learn one by one. If we learn the pricing strategy, amongst the 4 price comes to an end. Only these 4 we have to learn, students. Right? Individually, each and every component or each and every strategy of pricing will be explained to you elaborately tomorrow. Clear? So in today's class, what did you understand? You got introduced to price, and I told you that price is the only component of 4P where revenue is generated. What is price? Price is a value, that is value put to the product. And how does it depend? It depends on variable factors like cost of production, segment of the market, the supply demand position. So many factors are involved in it, and one such crucial factor is your strategy that you adopt. There are 4 kinds of strategy, being your cost plus pricing, penetrating pricing, creaming or skimming, and then comes your variable price method. These are all the various methods in which pricing is done. Clear? So with this we will wind up today's session, and in tomorrow's class we will elaborately learn each and every pricing strategy. Thank you and have a fantastic day.